Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, I have one question. If Bitcoin is gearing up for a huge breakout, then why are longs crashing? This is something I've been wondering over the last couple of days, as all of our technical analysis has been pointing bullish. Why is Bitcoin having its longs crash if Bitcoin is supposed to be rallying here? Well, in today's video, we're going to be breaking down that concept. We're going to be doing a lot of technical analysis on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets, and we're hopefully going to be coming to an informed conclusion on why longs are crashing when Bitcoin is in the middle of a rally. This is something I've been wondering over the last few days, as all of our analysis has been looking bullish, and I think I finally cracked it. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down this trend. We're going to be doing a lot of analysis on the market to try and come to an informed conclusion on why, if Bitcoin is in the middle of a new rally, is everyone taking profits? But before we get into it, I want to first mention that we just started a sale on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. If you'd like to get access to that academy that over 1,000 students have completed, 10 hours of educational content, and a resource that you can reference for years to come to assist you in your trading journey, use the coupon January 2020 at checkout via the link at the top of the description. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Guys, there is something that I need you to understand, and it's this. Pretty much all of the technicals that we are seeing on Bitcoin right now are looking very bullish. As you can see, we've had this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and Bitcoin is starting a new rally. The reason I say that is because I don't want anyone to take what we're going to be discussing in today's video as me thinking that Bitcoin is not bullish. I am pretty firmly in the camp of the bulls right now. I'm not totally bullish because we haven't been proven bullish yet, but at the same time, most of the technicals seem to be pointing that way, so that's the way I'm leaning. With that said, I think it is valid to ask the question, if Bitcoin is looking so bullish right now, why are the longs literally jumping off a cliff? I mean, seriously, guys, the last 7 days I've seen longs on Bitfinex crash 30%. What gives? Well, I think that kind of all harkens back to something that I said in yesterday's video. And you sell and you close your position right before the resistance, and then if Bitcoin breaks out and is confirmed with volume, then you re-enter your position right up here. What that does is it means you miss out on 1 or 2% of profit, but you just cut out like half of the risk. And the reason I bring that up, guys, is because I think what everyone is doing is exactly what I outlined in yesterday's video, taking profits right below the resistance and then also being ready with those profits to re-enter the market once the breakout comes. So I think that's a big part of the reason why the longs are crashing right now, is because people are seeing that Bitcoin is coming up to a level of resistance and they don't want to be in the trade just in case Bitcoin does have a crash. But there's a lot more that we can learn here other than, okay, people are taking profits, so what? That's not really all that important. What I think is important here is understanding why we're reading into longs and shorts in the first place and what they can actually tell us. First of all, guys, the signals that we're getting here on Bitfinex are important, but there are also other platforms like BitMEX and Binance where longing and shorting happens. And on those exchanges as well, longs have been decreasing, if not quite as fast. But guys, I think the way that we're looking at this might be the problem, because instead of longs decreasing, how about we instead look at the long to short ratio? Because yes, longs are falling very quickly here on Bitfinex, and they are falling pretty quickly on the other exchanges also. But if we look at the Bitfinex ratio of longing to short and the total overall composite ratio calculated here by blockchainwhispers.com, people are still overwhelmingly long even if the amount of longs is going down. It's important to understand that, yes, Bitfinex's longs going down is important, but at the same time, we need to look at the shorts chart as well, because if you guys will notice, shorts on Bitfinex are down 90% in the last 200 days. And guys, that's actually one of the big reasons I'm making this video, is because people read into longs and shorts, and while there is important information to be gathered from both of those charts, else I wouldn't even be looking at them at all, a lot of times people forget what's really important. What is the ratio between the longs and the shorts? Not just what the longs are doing, not just what the shorts are doing, what's the ratio between the longs and the shorts? Because right now, yes, longs are going down, but at the same time, shorts are slammed to the ground. We're at an all-time low on shorts. And the reason that's important is because it's warranted. Longs are going down because people are taking profits, but the fact that shorts are not going up is indicative that the majority of people are still bullish on Bitcoin and they are not feeling comfortable shorting the market, which means that this trend on longs going down on Bitfinex is nothing more than profit taking before a breakout comes. It does not show or signal a lack of confidence in the market, as I think a lot of people are taking that fall on the longs to be. There's something you need to understand, guys. Bitcoin is below some very strong levels of resistance. This long-term downtrend is no joke. And also out here on the weekly chart, Bitcoin has that downtrend lining up almost perfectly on the log chart with the 20 weekly simple moving average. Look at that right there. It's the blue one. I hope it's the blue one. You know, I'm colorblind, so I don't really know. And furthermore, guys, another thing that's really cool is that Bitcoin has actually just gotten above and is getting support on the 100 hourly simple moving average. I told you in yesterday's video that you probably wouldn't see the video in time to catch the signal. But in yesterday's video, I said that if Bitcoin breaks the 100 moving average right here, we're probably going to rally up to between $83 and $8,400. We rallied to about $82.75. Sue me, I was $25 off. That was a 4.5% trade. That was easily a 100% trade if you were using leverage. And Bitcoin is looking pretty well right now because this morning Bitcoin came down and it tested its support. Now, this being said, Bitcoin bounced here and we haven't rallied very quickly, which is disconcerting. I have a weird feeling that we might actually come down and break this moving average today, but none of that really matters, guys, because what matters is this. It's not the longs chart, it's not the shorts chart. There's very few things that actually matter on Bitcoin right now, and which is why it's actually hard to come up with new things to talk about because there's only a few things that even count. What's important here is that Bitcoin has set 3 higher lows, all of these, and this higher low is far higher than this low is in comparison to this one, which means that bullish strength is ramping up. Furthermore, guys, Bitcoin is still below and hitting its head on an important downtrend of resistance, and we have some very strong support sitting down below us around $7,500. I've discussed that in previous videos. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is starting to flag out here. It's going to start trading sideways for a little while, and we're probably going to break bullish from here. I'm feeling pretty confident on the market, but guys, like I said in yesterday's video, we're at a decision point. I want to see what Bitcoin does here. We're trying to decide on the longer term time frames if we're going to break these levels of resistance and if we're going to start a new uptrend, but it's going to take time to find that out. Personally, with the way the shorts and the longs charts are looking, with longs even though they're crashing, still being 10 times as numerous as the shorts, I am pretty confident that Bitcoin's going to rally, along with all of the other technical analysis that we've done in every video for the last week. I wish there was more to say, guys. I could throw literally probably about 50 technicals at you. I mean, here, I'll just do some rapid fire stuff. Daily chart MACD is bullish and moving above the 0 level. RSI is hitting its head on 70, but it's correcting so that we're looking more bullish. Weekly chart, we're seeing the MACD coming in and converging on itself. On the weekly chart as well, we are testing and maybe about to get above the weekly 20 exponential moving average. RSI came down here and found support at 40, which is a historical level where Bitcoin falls to during bear markets. Look, I can go on about technicals all day long. I could do that for the next 30 minutes. It's not important because I've already done it, and I think you guys already know that anyway. I could sit here and rapid fire them all day long, but the point is this, guys. Bitcoin is looking bullish, and Bitcoin is looking for a breakout. The only thing that matters now is whether or not Bitcoin is going to follow those technicals, because sometimes something happens and Bitcoin doesn't follow the technicals. The only thing that matters now is figuring out and having patience and waiting to find out if Bitcoin is going to follow those technicals. And I think the answer to that is a resounding yes, it is going to. What we need to do here is make sure we're being patient and make sure we're not worrying and make sure we're ready for when opportunity presents itself. So with that said, guys, there's something I really want to say here at the end of the video, but before we do, I do first want to remind you guys of the sale that we just started on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. That's going to be running for another week or so. I want to make sure you guys understand that the reason that we sell CT2A is, one, because we want to help you guys. There's over 10 hours of educational content in here that over 1,000 students have completed. Currently, there are 1,052 students enrolled in CT2A. We made this product for you, and I get emails pretty much every single day from our students telling me how much it's helped them and how even a year on they're going back and referencing this material and they use it as a handbook. That's one of the big reasons we made it, but another reason that we did make CT2A was so that we were able to actually finance the channel here. A lot of the improvements that we've done here on the YouTube channel over the last couple of months have been financed and funded and made possible by the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Guys, these videos simply would not be possible without what you are looking at on screen right now, and it's thanks to you guys that we're able to continue putting out free content here on YouTube indefinitely. If it weren't for our students over in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and the members of the first cohort, it simply wouldn't happen. So guys, this is a great resource. It's one that's going to be getting a major update here in the next 3 months or so. We're going to go through and revamp every single video that was ever put into CT2A. There are currently 34 videos, and we're looking to upgrade that to 50 for no extra cost to students that are already in the academy. But when that happens, the price of CT2A is going to be rising from $200 to $300. If you join the academy today with the $40 off coupon code, it's only $159, but if you wait 4 months, after that upgrade is done, you're going to have to pay full price because the product is going to be even more advanced with even more content that students that join today will get for free. If you guys want to learn how to do technical analysis, look, a lot of this stuff in here, you can't Google it. I mean, learning how to read the RSI, you can Google that. We put those videos in there for the sake of completedness. But everything in this technical analysis section, you're not going to learn on Google. That's something that a lot of people think about courses. You can't learn experience. You have to be given that experience by someone who has the experience or going out and getting the experience yourself. It took me over 2 years to learn what I have put into this academy. I would like to save you 2 years, so CT2A is a great way to do that. There are a lot of concepts that are never discussed on YouTube simply because, quite frankly, they don't make for compelling content and people don't want to hear about them, but they are important to your education, and they're housed in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. If you guys would like, I would heavily encourage you to join our free Discord community down below and say in chat, hey guys, is anyone in Jeb's course? Can you tell me what you think about it? Shoot me a DM, let's talk about it in private, and get their take on it. I know my product, and I trust my students to deliver an honest testimony, and I know that an honest testimony of the Academy will be a good one because I know how much work we put into it, and I know the value of the product. And honestly with you guys, it's a lot more than $159. You're getting a really good deal. People charge $1,000 for this much content. I'm not kidding. Google it. It's crazy. So guys, that's the end of the sales pitch. There is one more thing that I want to say, but first, before I say that, I want to remind you guys, like I said, CT2A, we're not selling it to get rich. We're not selling it to go buy Lamborghinis. We're not selling it to go live on an island somewhere. The reason that we have CT2A, the reason that we have this product is one, because I do genuinely like helping you guys and I love reading those emails, but also because this channel takes money to finance, and CT2A is basically our own in-house sponsor that I know I can trust because I was the one that created it. That's why we have it, and that's why I'm so proud of it, is because of what it's allowed us to do. Now, with that said, there is one more thing that I'd like to say here at the end of the video, and it's something that I've had to learn the hard way over the last year, especially with the channel, social events. There's a lot of stuff that's gone on that you guys don't know about. I kind of let you in on some of that on the last video that we made in 2019, but one of the things I've learned that I do a lot is I worry too much. I worry about finances, I worry about relationships, I worry about a lot of things, and you know, one of the big things that I just realized the importance of this morning, and I want to share with you guys, is that there's a difference between planning and taking action to fix something and worrying. And I've noticed in myself, I get those two things conflated. I start to worry and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing if you have the ability to do something about it, or you're working on a plan to fix whatever it is you're worrying about. Maybe it's a bad trade. Maybe it's a trade that's already in loss and you're in leverage and you're thinking you're going to get liquidated. Maybe it's about whether or not you're going to be able to learn the cryptocurrency markets, whether or not it's worth your time to even try and learn the markets. There's a lot of things that we worry about, but there's a very big difference between worrying and planning. If you guys start worrying about something, it's probably because you don't know the outcome of something, and sometimes you can't know the outcome of something, so you just need to drop it. But if you're worrying about something, maybe there is some planning that you can do. Maybe there is something you can do to mitigate that worry, but at the end of the day, you can only plan so much. At the end of the day, you can only worry about something so much before it becomes destructive, and you need to stop worrying about what the market's going to do, especially because you can't control it. Stop worrying if Bitcoin's going to go into a bear market. Stop worrying if Bitcoin's going to crash. Stop worrying if you're going to get liquidated. I know it's very easy to do, and you're very justified for worrying, but that doesn't mean it's healthy. Full stop. Seriously, guys. Plan, absolutely. Plan until the cows come home. There's nothing wrong with that. Is Dwight D. Eisenhower that once said, plans are worthless, but planning is invaluable. Plan all day long, but also remember that your plans are probably not going to go according to plan. Just stop worrying. That's something that I see a lot of people do. And honestly, from this morning, I've noticed that that's probably one of the biggest things I struggle with is worry. So moving into the rest of this decade, let's stop worrying about whether or not Bitcoin's going to crash. Let's stop worrying about whether or not there's going to be a recession or the market's going to tank, or let's stop worrying if we're going to be liquidated. Let's take what lessons we can get from the mistakes that we've made and from what we've experienced. Let's go ahead and plan to avoid any more hardship, but also if something's beyond your control, it's beyond your control and there's no reason to worry about it. So guys, after I say these things, I want to mention once again, I'm not getting on a soapbox. I'm not telling anyone how to live. It's just something that I learned, and I think you guys might have gotten some value out of it, and I wanted to share it for my sake also, so I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys did enjoy today's video as well. If you watched to the end of the video, I want to reward you with a little inside joke. I do this every few months. Now that we've gotten to the end of the video, if you managed to watch through me talking about CT2A and me talking about worrying and all the technical analysis, I want you guys to go down in the comments section. I want you to post the name of the country you are from. I want to see a bunch of country names in the comment section down below, and everyone be wondering why exactly that is. Because they're going to go down there, and they're going to see all those comments, and they're going to wonder, am I missing a joke? Yes, they are, because they didn't finish watching the video. So guys, with all of that said, I'm going to go ahead and try and enjoy my Saturday. But before I do, I first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.